What's going on, people? I'll go ahead and show you a little quick zero. Now this one I really enjoyed because when we got the scout, it was pure T4. Now I believe it was 4 million T4 infantry and about the same of the others as well, and barely any T2, if any. So that's really strange to find. Usually if somebody gets rallied, they may lose like a bunch of their T2 front line. So let's see, let's say maybe you don't have any more T2 infantry, but you'll still have your T2 range and cavalry. But this guy just didn't have any T2. So it's kind of weird. I don't know if maybe they were just building their T4 first, and then now they were going to start working on their T2. And unfortunately for them, it just never got to that point, and they kind of slipped up and got zeroed on the way. But yeah, I mean, 900 million might, pure T4, and unfortunately for them, they were in an infantry phalanx. So that means that a very strong cavalry rally would pretty much wipe out their front line. And then from there, I mean, not only is a phalanx bad to be in when you're offline, because it's much easier to clear out your front line, where when you're in a wedge, it's much harder because you have to pretty much fight through two troop types of the same kind. But when you don't have that many troops, it's gonna be a problem. So there goes Panda right there. He's gonna hit. Remember, it's at 896 to start, and look at that freaking drop. 896, and right after look at that. I mean, okay, that cav set is kind of nice, but that was like 160 170 million might drop, something crazy like that, off of the first rally. This is why a phalanx is not very advisable if you're going to be offline. Always log off on a wedge. Wedge is much harder to crack than a phalanx. Trust me on that. And here, I'm just going to go ahead. I actually did set range because we were expecting for that to go ahead and clear out all the calves. And then I have forgotten that I even had a timer. So, yeah, about that. But, yeah, I went ahead and hit ranged because their infantry was almost pretty much just completely done. I think I still actually hit about 400k T4 infantry. But, I mean, that only slows you down for so much. And yeah, let me take a look at this hit, and look at that, 4.2 million T4 on one hit, minus 144 million might. Ouch, freaking ouch. Now we were gonna try to maybe set another rally, but first of all, I was thinking, okay, whatever is left is probably just ranged anyway, so people might go ahead and start to just solo it. So setting another rally was going to be pointless. Plus, Panda probably already had set their own rally, and we had a third one set. So there was no point in setting up another rally. It was just a matter of just waiting for the solos, which I was kind of just waiting on that first person to send the solo, because there's just 3 million T4 range just sitting there waiting to be hit. So yeah, what I did not expect, however, was that the rally was going to walk fairly soon. You can see there that there is a solo already marching. So yeah, it looks like people had already taken the hint that, okay, maybe we can start soloing. And everybody was going to go ahead and start soloing. So I thought, okay, let me go ahead and do that myself. Maybe I can go ahead and get me a leader, you know, etc. But there's the second or the third rally, and I was like, okay, maybe there's siege left. So I was thinking maybe I'll just hit the siege, maybe I'll get the hero, you know, something like that. And then when I checked, there was nothing left. The good news, though, is that the one that got the leader was actually a guildmate, and they offered up the leader to me, which I got later on. So appreciate that, Tico, because he was the one that actually ended up getting it. But let me go ahead here and show you what the scout looks like and what the hit actually looked like, because it was just very peculiar. So here's the scout right here. So as you can tell, you got 4 million heroic fighters, 3 million heroic cannoneers, and then pretty much 4 million ancient drake riders. And look at the T2 numbers. There's like none. There's even some T3. So I'm not really sure if they were just done, or maybe they were going for 4 million of each T4 and then working their T2. But regardless of what it was, it did not work out for them. Look at that first hit by Panda. 5 million dead. Pure T4. 174 million might off of the first hit. There is mine once again. 4.2 million T4. I think I also dipped into the T3. But yeah, it was a 144 million might hit. And we barely took any losses. And then here is the very last hit. To just pretty much clear it out before all the solos got there. So yeah, very nice find and very nice zero, very easy zero. But yeah, appreciate you guys for watching. Until later.